YouTube? We back with another vlog slash, I can't even call it. It's more like a vlog slash questions. Motherfuckers are sending me. Maybe I shouldn't say motherfuckers. But anyways, fuck this shit. We gonna get into the intro. Like I said, today is it's kind of like a vlog slash question slash y'all about to ride with me to get my fucking food. So I went to one Chipotle. They had my shit all fucked up. I ordered it on the app, so I gotta go to a different one. I ain't even want to really do surveys and shit, but I definitely did a survey. It's the crazy thing, right? Like, I just be trying anything, cause I just be bored. I just walk in the store and be like, oh, now it took me hella. Alright, Chipotle. I'm finally at fucking Chipotle. Alright, so we finally to the part of the video that I was telling y'all could be nosy about. Y'all can be nosy. So, I got some questions off my TikTok. I got some questions off my Twitter. Damn, I hope y'all can't see my address and shit. The fuck? Whatever. Anyways, nah, y'all better not look at my address. But so I narrowed it down to like 13 questions or something like that. So I'm not gonna, I guess I can say I'm not gonna do them in order, or maybe I will do them. The first question says, where you from? So if you're not familiar with my accent, I'm from Baltimore. I'm pretty sure you probably could pick up on the accent, considering, especially when we say like to, do, ooh, all that. So I'm from Baltimore. I was born and raised in Baltimore. And then when I was like, I want to say like 22, 23, I moved to PA for like 6 years. And I explored PA for a little while, and then I kind of moved back to Baltimore because I love Baltimore. I love my hometown. So, yeah. Somebody asked me what inspires you to do YouTube. So, honestly, I tried doing YouTube like 4 or 5 times. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like I would put so much free time so that I could do it. And then what end up happening is like what I do with everything else. I get so sidetracked into everything else that's going on around me that I kind of like push it to the back burner. And then like I'm a shy person, so like when I go out in public, like I really be wanting to, you feel me, come get out my shell and stop being like super shy and stuff. So I will go out in public and I have the intent of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna vlog, and then like it'll get to that point where I gotta put my phone out, or I gotta put my camera out, or whatever the case might be, and then like I get so like shy and I'm just like, ooh, no, I don't want to do that. So yeah. The next question says, excuse me, what's something about you that might surprise people? Something about me that might surprise people is a lot of people when they get to know me, so I've always had, people always told me like, I be wanting to talk to you. I be wanting to say hi to you. I be wanting to say what's up. I be wanting to say all of that. But then when I say something to you, like, or I don't know, like your aura be giving off like you gonna get smart or something. But surprisingly, when people get to know me, like they realize like, oh yeah, you're nothing like what we thought you would be, or you super down to earth, you super cool, you know, stuff like that. So I guess like that's something that will really surprise people about me, is that like I'm a very genuine, nice person. Something else that would surprise people is like it only take me one time to see something and I can literally like get the concept of it like super fast. Like it don't take much, just like a little tutorial here and there, and then yeah, you would think I was a pro. Yeah, so that's something that probably surprised a lot of people about me. My favorite food. The next question says, "What's your favorite food?" My favorite food would be, I like yellow rice. I like jasmine rice. French fries. Probably like one of my favorite. French fries is really one of my actual like go to favorites. Depending on who you might ask, they might say fried chicken because they might always see me with some chicken. But honestly, my go-to that I can honestly, say is my favorite food would be French fries and rice. I don't know why, but that's just been like my thing. The next one says, what's the most embarrassing thing you ever did in public? The most embarrassing thing, I don't know. What is the most embarrassing thing? The most embarrassing thing that I can honestly say I probably did in public was I had to use the bathroom and there was no bathroom. So, like I said, I'm a very standoff shy person. Like, I'm very to myself. So, like, if I don't know you, like, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to do anything. Like, I'm very, very to myself. So, I had to use the bathroom really bad and there was no bathroom. So, I had to pee outside. And that was the most embarrassing thing to me because everybody was walking past and I had to hurry up. Yeah, that was probably like the most. That's the most embarrassing thing. The next question said, craziest rumor you ever heard about yourself. The craziest rumor I ever heard about myself was that let's see. I don't know, cause like I don't really pay attention to rumors. I don't really give a fuck about rumors. Like I never really cared about rumors, but I could probably say the most craziest rumor I probably ever heard about myself was damn, that's kind of crazy. The worst rumor I ever heard about myself. I guess you could say the most craziest rumor I ever heard that I probably was like super mad about was when so when I was in high school, like it's crazy because when I was in high school, like I was like super popular. Like my mother got me whatever I wanted. I go home and say, "Mom, I want this." By the next day, like my mother take me to the mall. Like boom, there you go. So people just consider me to be a spoiled brat. So I guess I could say the craziest rumor I ever heard was when I actually had a job and people from my high school assumed that my mother bought my butt. So I had 2 Burberry shirts. My mother, I told my mother, like, "Mom, I want Burberry. I want these Burberry shirts." So my mother, being the extra person that she is, she said, "Oh, fuck that. You ain't gonna get 1, you're gonna get 2. So when I got my check, I was like, "Ma, can you get the shirts?" So she like, yeah, she get the shirts for me. It was a blue one and a red one. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. So I ended up wearing it. So some people from high school, like I'm out of high, like this is like my first year out of high school. Well, the summer I'm out of high school. So they was like, yeah. Now that I look back, it's not crazy, but they was like, yeah, everybody knows Name mother bought that for her. Like, I don't know why she trying to make it seem like she bought it for herself. Like, that was one of the most craziest rumors that now that I look back, like, I was really mad about that. Like, bro, what? The next question is, have you ever sent a text that was, have you ever sent the text to the wrong person? Actually, yes. One time I was talking to my mother. And I was texting my mother and I was texting my father at the same time, right? But I was talking shit about my father because my father pissed me off. But my father was the last person that I text. So I'm thinking like my mother text come through. I'm thinking like, oh shit, I'm talking to my mother. The whole time I'm talking to my father about my father. Like I'm going in on my father. Wow, that was crazy. The most craziest thing you did while you was drunk. The most craziest thing I did while I was drunk was so back when, like I said, when I lived in PA, like I actually ended up making friends in PA, whatever the case might be. So this one time they like, yo, let's go out. We gonna go to Harrisburg. So we go to Harrisburg. And if you from PA, you know. If you know, you know. So we go to Harrisburg. We go to, I think it was 2nd Street. 3rd. I can't remember. But anyways, we goes to Harrisburg. Mind you, me, and at the time, this was somebody that I considered to be my brother. Whatever. And we went to Harrisburg. So boom, we get to Harrisburg. And me and him, we went out earlier. We got so fucked up. I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, we got so fucked up. So earlier we had Chinese food. That's what we fucked up at. So our other homegirl ends up going with us. So we all making this pact like, oh yeah, you gonna be the most fucked up, blah, 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 right? So, boom, all right, cool. She not even as fucked up as we is. Like, mind you, me and him, we going shot for shot. Patron was like $4.50 a shot because it was St. Patty's Day or some shit like that, yeah. So we going shot for shot. So we like 11, 12 shots in. Mind you, he's the designated driver. I'm the passenger, she the passenger. Man, when I say like, somehow, some way, I got stuck in Harrisburg. I don't know how I got to a hotel, but I was in a hotel. I wakes up, it's like 5 in the morning. I called my mom because that's the only person number I could remember to call because I lost my wallet. I lost my cell phone. I didn't have no jacket on. It's cold as shit. I lost my jacket. I lost my hat. A lot of you not. I lost my, I had just got a fresh pair of butters. If you know, you know. I had one pair of butters on. I fucking pissed myself. Apparently, I must have threw up on myself. I don't remember the night. I just know. I remember getting kicked out. I remember going, having fun, drinking shot for shot, getting kicked out. Don't remember the hotel part. Don't remember nothing in between. Throwing up, losing my shoe, losing my hat, losing my coat, losing my phone, losing my wallet. Don't remember none of that shit. But I remember vividly waking up the next day, and I'm calling my mom like, "Ma, I don't know where I'm at, blah, blah, blah." She like, "What the fuck you mean?" It's like 5 in the morning. I'm like, "Man, I don't know where I'm at. I don't got no phone. Can you call my father?" My father come save me. He mad as shit. I'm hungover like shit. Come to find out, I got alcohol poisoning. I'm fucked up. But that's another story for another story. Have you ever stolen anything as a kid? No, I like, one thing about, like, it goes back to, like, when I said, like, my mother got me whatever I wanted. So I never stole, like, anything. Well, except for them little coupon shits that they used to have in the market. When it used to be like, take only one, I used to take like a whole shit ton. I used to just run down the aisle and just take them, if you consider that stealing. But I never really stole nothing as a kid. This is funny. It says, have you ever cheated on somebody? The last time I ever cheated on somebody, I was in high school. That's another story for another story. But that story crazy as fuck, because, like, that's how the whole fucking high school end up, like, beefing with me type shit. But, yeah, I guess, yeah, I definitely cheated on somebody before. The next question say, the grossest thing you ever ate. The grossest thing that I honestly could say I ever ate was stir fry. I still to this day hate stir fry. Like, my mother used to make that shit, and I feel like she did that shit on purpose. I fucking hate stir fry. I think it's gross, it's nasty, and I hate when people say it's the same vegetables as regular because they don't taste the fucking same. I'm sorry. I'm sticking to that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit is nasty. Something, the next one say, something your parents caught you doing. Something my parents caught me doing when I was probably like, I got my ass whooped for this shit too. Like, I was probably like 8 or 9, and I was so bored, and I was just curious, because like, I used to see my mother and my father use the iron and shit, right? So I was so curious. I was just like, I wonder if I put the iron on the carpet, what would happen? Like, just out of curiosity. Like, I don't know. Like, I did it. I was dumb as shit. And I almost burnt the house down. And I remember that day I got 2 ass whippings. Like, I didn't really care because, like, my mother would whip my ass and then she'd be like, oh, let's go get some ice cream. Oh, let's go, you know, some type shit like that. But my father never beat my ass. So it was crazy because, like, my father called on his lunch break. And my mother was like, yeah, I had to beat your daughter ass because, she was finna burn the house down, da-da-da, all this other stuff. So my father, like, let me speak to her. So I get on the phone, I'm like, hey, Dad. He like, yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So my father worked second shift or third shift. I can't remember. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, all right, my father gonna forget about it. Oh, when he said he was gonna whoop my ass, I'm thinking like, all right, if he whip my ass, it'll be tomorrow. So he's definitely gonna forget about it. Oh, no. I didn't realize that my father had an hour and a half lunch break. That man came home on his lunch break to whip my fucking ass. And then told me, like, do you know what the fuck you could have done to this house? And then he told me, shut up. Don't say nothing. I'm talking. I was so fucking confused because, one, my dad never whipped my ass. That's one. Two, you asking me a question. I'm finna answer the question, and then you're beating my ass, and then you stop and say, why are you not talking? Motherfucker, I'm confused. You just said don't say nothing. Like, I don't know. Like, that shit was crazy. That was, like, the weirdest shit. Yeah. Last but final question. Something you wish you could take back. Something I wish I could take back. I wish I could take back, oh my God. There's so much stuff I wish I could take back, but top 2 things that I wish I could take back. So I wish I could take back dealing with my ex from like 2020 or some shit like that. Like 2019 to 2020 or the beginning, like a little bit of 2021. I definitely wish I could take 19 to 20. I got COVID in 21. In the beginning. All right, so I wish I could take back my ex from 2020 to the beginning of 2021 because everything about that situation was a disaster. Like, that's a whole nother story within another fucking story. Like, that's like probably a part 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Like, I wish I could take that back. I wish I could take anything that dealt with that situation back. Yeah, fuck that. That's something that I wish I... Like, when motherfuckers be like, how many serious relationships have you been in? I literally only say I've ever been in 2. But I've been in 3. But that's how you know I don't even count that shit. That's how you know that shit was bad. That was a fucking disaster. Like, that shit was horrible. Like, I really would take that back. I wouldn't second guess it. If the fuck I knew I could just, like, pretend like that situation never happened, oh, I would. I swear to God, I would. But anyways, I just want to say that wraps up all the questions. If you want more questions, if you want more Q&As, like I said, this is going to be like a vlog / Q&A / get ready with me / whatever the fuck you wanted to be / I'm going to introduce you to my son / whatever you wanted to be. You feel me? Like, everything is going to be on this channel. You might even see me do some cooking. And that's another thing. But, yeah, just, you feel me? Like, yeah, just get into it, you feel me? Like, I just want everybody to know, like, I really appreciate anybody and everybody. But, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, for more videos, for more anything, like, I'm telling you, this is that. I really appreciate everybody for their time, and I hope everybody have a blessed day.